today. Okay, before we begin, think about this question. What is your biggest dream for the future? Doctor, teacher, engineer, or a pilot? Keep your dream in your mind because today's story is about a girl with a big dream too. Today, we will learn listening skills, story understanding, and the conjunctions is so, because, and or. By the end of the lesson, students will be able to 1. Listen and understand Denise's story, 2. Identify the function of so and because, or 3. Use conjunctions correctly in sentences. Now, open your box page 22. Look at the pictures. Do not read yet. Just questions. What can you see? What is Denise doing? Is she happy or sad? What do you think happens in the story? Try to predict the story from the pictures. Okay, let's talk about the pictures. Picture 1, Denise saying bye. Picture 2, working on a farm. Picture 3, feeling unhappy. Picture 4, back at school. Picture 5, thinking about the future. What do these pictures tell us? Now listen time. Listen carefully. Listen to Denise's story. Point to the pictures. Check your predictions. Just listen carefully. Do not write anything.
Track 18. Listen and check your ideas.
I know how it feels not to go to school. I started school when I was 6. Then, when I was 8, my father died. We didn't have much money anymore, so I had to leave school. I started working on a farm with my mother, picking coffee. I hated it. It was hard work, and I was always tired. Worst of all, I didn't know how to read or write. I was unhappy because many of my friends were going to school. I wanted to go to school too, but I earned very little money, so I couldn't pay the school fees. And I couldn't buy a uniform to wear to school. It was too expensive. One day, a woman came to see my mother. She worked with an organization that helps children who want to go to school. She talked to my mother. Then she asked me if I wanted to go to school again. I said yes. I was so happy I cried. Now I go to school every day. The organization pays for my school fees and my uniform. I am lucky that they came to help me. Now I can read and write, and I am learning to do maths. Most of all, I'm happy because I can go to university when I am older. I can get a good job, and I never have to work on the farm again. I want to be a doctor or a teacher, so I can help children too when I grow up.
Okay, time is up. Now I want to ask you some question. Why did Denise leave school? 2. Where did she work? 3. Was she happy? 4. Who helped her return to school? Excellent work, everyone. Okay, today's we have special words. We are language detectives. The 4 conjunctions. So, because, and, last one, or. Now, class, let's look at the first conjunction. So, listen carefully to these sentences. We didn't have much money, so I had to leave school. First, what was the problem? Yes, they didn't have much money. And what happened after that? Oh yes, Denise had to leave school. So, the word so connects the problem with the result. Then, so equal result. Repeat after me. So, result. So, result. When something happens first and we want to show the result, we use what? Yes, we use so. Excellent, everyone. Now let's move to the second conjunctions. Because. Listen to these sentences. I was unhappy because my friends were going to school. Who did Denise feel? Yes, she felt unhappy. Why was she unhappy? Alright, because her friends were going to school. So here, because gives us what? Excellent, gives us the reason. Because reason. Repeat after me. Because reason. Because reason. We use because when we want to explain why something happens. Great job, detectives. Now let's talk about and. Listen to the sentence. The organization pays. Job, detectives. Now let's talk about and. Listen to the sentence. The organization pays for my school fees and my uniform. Did they pay for only one thing? No, they paid for two things. School fees, uniform. The word and joins similar things together. So, and addition. Repeat after me. And addition. We use and to add information. We use and to add information. Perfect, everyone. Now let's look at the last conjunction or. Listen carefully. I want to be a teacher or a doctor. I want to be a teacher or a doctor. Does Denise want both jobs together? No. She has two choices. Teacher or doctor. So the word or shows options or choice. Or choice. Repeat after me. Or choice. Or choice. So we use or when we choose between two things. Excellent work, everyone. Now let's review together. Look at the table on the screen. So shows a result, because shows a reason, and adds information or shows choice. Let's read them together one more time. Result, so. Reason, because. Addition, and. Choice, or. Very good. Now you are conjunction experts. Now it is your turn to practice. Look carefully at each sentences and think. Do we need a result, a reason, an addition, or a choice? Take your time and choose the correct conjunction. Okay, let's answer together. I was tired, so I went to sleep. Excellent. She stayed home. Alright, because she was sick. Number 3, I like tea. Very good. And coffee. Last one, we bought books. Very good. And pens. Great job, everyone. Now it's time for a fun challenge. Please take out your phones or tablets. Go to kahoot.it. Now enter the game PIN on the screen. Choose the nickname and get ready. Remember, faster answers equal more points. The top students today will get extra participation points. Are you ready? Let's start the game.
We didn't have much money. I had to leave school. So, I was unhappy. Many of my friends were going to school. Because the organization pays for my school fees and my uniform. True. I want to be a teacher, a doctor. Or I studied very hard. I passed all my exams. So, Denise loves to read or write stories in her notebook. False. Would you like to be a pilot? An engineer? Because so and or she worked at a coffee farm. She needed money and because Denise is happy because she is finally back in school. True. False. True.
Before we finish, let's talk about your homework. For homework, I want you to open your workbook to page 23. Please do exercise B. Complete the sentences with words from the box. Read each sentence carefully and think about the correct conjunction. Ask yourself, is it a result, a reason, an addition, or a choice? Then choose the correct words from the box. Wonderful work today, everyone. Today we learned Denise's store, production skills, conjunctions, so, and, or, because. You all did an amazing job today. Thank you for listening and participating. See you next lesson. Goodbye.